up a little bit more?
Hello?
Okay, that's better. Yeah.
Hello?
hmm
Hello? Oh, okay, I can hear myself.
Okay, alright, cool.
I need to get both. We used to have just one headphone over my ear.
Yeah, I know, right? So now it's like you can hear everything though
Yeah.
at the same time.
Oh.
So I feel like we can hit up we can hit up a variety of things.
I'm gonna pull up the.
Obviously, sports topic wise, we always talk about a little bit of, you know, get at it, Zion Williamson. Because it's multifaceted, right? It's about the business as well as just about, just sports in general. With like, you know, related to a lot of the stuff that's going on, like, you feel me, just a general kind of thing to talk about on the topic. Um, Culture. Do you think it's something to be taught or something to be like created and protected? Something we could get at too.
Uh, oh, were you still talking?
Yeah, we can start with that one though. If you want to start with that one.
Oh, you can start with that one.
Okay. Yeah.
I would say what you said, but the second part comes first, and then the first part comes second.
Comes second. So it's about creating a culture and protecting it, and then teaching it.
Yeah.
Do you feel like worldwide, like that's something that is a respected practice, like with all people?
Creating and protecting culture. Or,
Yeah.
Oh, that. Creating.
And then teaching it. You feel me? Like that. But like starting with this, creating and protecting culture.
I feel like they all started as like. Wait, what am I trying to say? Damn, wait, say what you said again?
Okay, so like the idea that like creating and protecting culture before you like share the culture and like teach everybody your stuff, like do you think worldwide like
Oh, wait, okay, I got you. I think worldwide, that's the intention, but like, there's somebody in a bigger place that's just like gonna see that and possibly like try and, take over or like, buy that thing or, you know, like it's, I guess like that would be the hope. I feel like all of them, they start off like hoping, that like it can be spread on a respectful level, but like I feel like a lot of coaches probably don't even get a chance to, cause like it get intercepted by a bigger thing.
that's what I was just thinking, like, cause it was crazy, well not crazy, but it's like you said, you feel me, like, but oftentimes you kind of alluded to the idea that oftentimes like it end up getting bought, right? Like something buys, the not the rights, but like it's always something that pops up and it's like it buys the storytelling and the presenting of the story like before it can really get taught with respect and protection and stuff like that. It's always like something that hops on a lot of stuff and it's like we just want to pay for it and popularize it as opposed to like treating it with the requisite respect that it deserves and respecting the culture and what it takes to make that or takes to come from that and all of that stuff. Like it's usually like a fast tracking to get it to everybody before it's a focus on a getting and a giving the love and respect and the homage to the people that it is created by. Actually, that's pretty crazy. Cause like just with a variety of things, like it's kind of interesting. Like we just got this big culture war in the world right now. Like, and then when you look at with music, it's like within that. Like I was watching this interview with Casanova, and he was like talking about, he's one of these like real street oriented.
Yeah, from New York.
Yeah, from New York and shit like that. So it's like he was talking about like the 6ix9ine complex in the game, right? And people just really not, it's not at all this shit, but they presenting that and promoting that shit in order to like, you feel me,
make some bread off it.
Exactly, make bread off it or whatever. And it's like the idea that like, that's a culture within itself. Street culture, the culture is a thing within itself, just like, sports culture or media culture or like, I don't know, Maori culture. you feel me, like, or Hawaiian culture or stuff like that, right? African culture. And it's like, it's crazy because he was just like, at the end of the day, being mad about the fact that like people was misrepresenting it. He like, it don't matter. Like, it's kind of crazy because it's like that's like a big thing that we have in this world right now, right? The battle for people feeling like their culture is getting like taken and then misrepresented. You feel me? Like, but it's like, do it even matter? At the end of the day, is the question. Because you know, you have some people that don't even care, right? They just gonna use the moments and the events for like popularity, right? So it's like, oh boy, right? They did that weird shit, right? What's his name? They said the dudes put the noose around his neck, Jesse, whatever his name is. So
Oh yeah, the actor.
right, yeah, exactly, right. So
he might go to prison for that.
Yeah, he about to probably go to prison for faking a hate crime, and it's like,
did you hear why he did that?
I don't even. No, I haven't even heard what his reasons was. I know. I mean, I see what the motivation could be, but I haven't heard what the actual reason was.
I heard it was because he wanted more pay.
On the show,
he was satisfied with his salary.
So he just created a race moment to get more money.
Like, dog.
Like, oh, he a racial. He was like, I'm gonna go see. That's what I'm saying.
That's so ass backwards. Why not just
exactly.
ask for a raise? Like any other rational thinking.
So you gonna just take this cultural moment that people was having and like create a lie to get more pay off of it?
On me, I feel like he tried to get the people to go against the network. It's just like,
that's so weird.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, like that's not the way you get an upgrade.
It's not.
So that's what I'm saying. So usually, like that's a great way to kind of fall into that. Is I know. So it's like you know, usually with culture and stuff like this, though, of the variety of ways, the people that is the creators are, and the ones from that culture and the ones closest to that is the ones that end up doing it like that, right? Before the other people, they do it to gain attention, or they do it and gain affluence from, you know, whatever industries is willing to pay people to represent it in, like, you feel me, dim it down and just shut it up, or we just going to appease the surface level shit that you want, or whatever. Like, right, we could talk about a variety of things. This is cool because this gets on a variety of things. Like this, like I just start thinking about Colin Kaepernick and like the players union shit that they had in the NFL, right? And it's like they was mad at one point at the players that was in the coalition because they feel like, again, they was going against the culture and not representing the culture and staying true to it before they was being willing to, you feel me, open it up and get paid, or you know, take in any type of money for it, you feel me, type shit. Even though now at the end Colin Kaepernick just get a settlement and he get money too. So it's like, was it about you getting any money too, or was it about the fact that somebody sold out the culture? You look at this dude, Jesse Smollett, he like selling out, you know, a cultural movement that a group of people was having in order to try and push to get a raise for himself. So it's like, you know, it's kind of interesting, you know, musically, people was willing to exploit elements of like societal culture. Like if people in the street, they don't have nothing, you know, just like they don't have prospectively as much, but they willing to exploit the people that come from even less, like in a way to make it in an industry for themselves, and then they selling them people out, right, and sending them to jail and shit like that so that they could get out saying that they wasn't really for real. So it's like, you know, that whole like, again, should people protect the culture or should they be like willing to, it's a pretty interesting thing. Like, it's wild. Like, you can look at it through fashion and everything, right? You see people complaining about people getting like, you know, braids, like people in the hood and stuff like that, and like it getting on the runway and lines using it and they shit, but it's at the same time, it's like, but it is a, you know, we is putting our shit out into
like,
the next
imitation
level.
Is like, you know, from the flattery.
Exactly.
Like, and if your shit hot, bro, like, that's why you can't, like, I mean, like, how mad you gonna get? Cause, like, you ain't really gotta interact with this person. More often than not, when it comes to hair altercations, somebody went out their way to go do something about it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, go ahead, do you. I ain't got a problem with it. You feel me? I'm not gonna do that because I don't really care that much. And I'm not around enough, you know, people who aren't black who got black people hairstyles.
Yeah, me neither.
So like I will pass that with it. Like it's cool, whatever, you know. They could be doing way worse, bro. Like what?
Yeah, I know. It look,
They could be
man.
doing way worse. They got a hairstyle, all right, dog. I guess it look bad, all right, dog. You
Yeah,
guess.
no,
That's at the end of the day, that's
I
what you
mean, exactly like you said, imitation is the highest form of flattery. So at the end of the day, like you can't even look at it like it's a diss. Like, I mean, I just feel like it's people just wanting to shit on people. Like there is levels of cultural appropriation in all varieties of levels, but at the same time too, though, oh god, at the same time too though, like it's people out here like trying to shit on people for just having a style or whatever, like. And it'd be like people that like I think the weakest one you could do is to get at somebody that got dreads that's like okay, yes, people that be having locks it's like one thing, like I get it, right? But you weak when you get on a person that have locks that's not even like acting anything like what would be considered.
They're not trying to be a caricature of the culture.
Exactly, like, they literally just doing them, just like doing them, whatever they do, like they just doing them. Like you weak when you do that. Cause it's like what did you gain out of that? You're not teaching this person nothing, and you don't have nothing to teach them. Like they not. And if you do have something to teach them something as opposed to being like.
Yeah, but I don't know. People want that dub, I guess. People want that W in that moment.
That's fucked up.
Everybody want to tell somebody that they told somebody off. You did, like.
True. Everybody love in this world. We live for that.
Feel me? Can't wait. What happened 5 seconds ago? Your phone now. You logging in Twitter.
Like I mean, I think like
wow. All right, go ahead.
Right.
Do your Dougie.
Do it. I mean, you know, it's pretty interesting because it's like at the same time like, right, like so. I think it's interesting when you look at like so it's Black History Month, right? So and you look at like stories like the Harlem Globetrotters, right? And that taking of that kind of culture and then dropping them little drops of that into the NBA.
Come on, man.
Hey, no, it was because I had to move my car, but I already moved. So, my bad.
You good, alright.
Y'all feel me? We got real people problems out here while we talking about this shit.
Okay.
But, you know, like, when you think about it, like, that's a good example of, like, being willing to let your culture go or blossom your culture and grow
You
your
really
culture.
love it, man.
You feel me? Because look what it got now. Like, we got an all-star game where we watching this trash-ass dunk contest, like, every year.
Dog.
But it's still tight, though, because it's all black people everywhere.
Come on, dog. Was the All-Star game except for Luka and Dirk and Jokic? I feel like every other player might have been black. It's totally fine with me. Totally fine.
The little point guard or the shooting guard from Boston, Brooklyn too.
Who?
Joe something.
Oh,
He got the highest 3%.
He was in an All-Star game though.
No, he was in the 3-point. Oh, you're not talking about all the participants. You talking about the game?
Hell no.
Yeah,
I don't
no.
care about that.
I think you're right. I think you're correct. Yep, sounds about right. Cause again.
Come on.
But yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like so exactly. Like and that's now I think the culture. They need to start. Well, we gonna talk about that later. I'm not even gonna bring that up right now.
Okay.
College basketball. I'm not gonna bring it up. But
Shout out Ohio State. You feel me?
I ain't got no dog. I mean, I'm a Florida fan through and through. When they get to the tournament, I be rooting for them until they get knocked out. But,
Bums.
Man, whatever. Whatever, man.
And football too.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I ain't worried. You know, I just think it's like, it's, you know, fashion. We got niggas like, I mean, come on, obviously, we write Virgil and all this other stuff. But you like, underneath that, though, when you looking at that, what got all of them dudes there was being able to relinquish some culture to an extent along the way before they was able to get on. Right? They was like, okay, I can give y'all up this stuff, but I'm not going to give y'all what I'm about to do in the next 10 years.
Yeah.
And it's like a leverage tool to get into the next, you know, to the moment to where you can become the authorities, you know, or eventually become the authorities. I don't think he authority yet because you got to still get through.
Nah, he's still some. I mean, he might maybe like a little. He got some authority.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
it's brand new though. Like
that's exactly yes. He
got
got authority, but it's fresh.
he just earned the stripe.
Mm-hmm.
Like nigga just got it. Like all right, bro.
Off-White is his own like complete brand.
Yeah,
It's like Off-White is like it's a standalone like Gucci. It's like not like Jordan and Nike.
Nah.
Okay.
Off-White is all him. That was Off-White was before all of that shit.
Okay. So exactly. So he got his standalone now.
Yeah.
And it's like authentically recognized. Do you see him as like a person who's gonna do like multiple type of things? You feel me? Like Off-White, it's not just gonna stay in the Off-White. You know, Gucci got a whole bunch of shit. Gucci started doing one thing, they start doing hell of shit. Louis hell of shit. Is it gonna be like Off-White? It's gonna be like that, or is it gonna be like he just gonna? You think he gonna create different, or it seem like he'll create more, a variety of different styles and shit and different.
To be honest, I don't know, cause like with his menswear, I feel like bro be lazy.
Mhm.
But I feel like it's kind of picking up. But his women's wear is like very well done, and so like I feel like his men wear just need to catch up with his women's wear. I don't know how to make that happen because I'm not there.
It's because men's stuff easy. It's layup. Like what dudes will buy just because it got a name. That's what I mean.
Yeah, that's the point. But like,
so you can get a lot of money right now to start. Straight up.
yeah.
just because my name got clout.
This shit did. A lot. I feel like bro did start with the t-shirts, dog. Shit crazy. But hey, wait. What was your question again? Before you jump back onto what I was trying to say.
Oh no, I was just saying like, do you see Virgil as somebody who gonna like
do some other shit?
Create a variety of brands, or do you see him as a type of person who is like Off-White is just going to become a major, just bodyguard hard in that style?
Off-White, nah. I think the Off-White just gonna be the clothes. I mean, nah. I think Off-White just is just the clothing. I feel like, well, yeah. I said that a bunch of times. Wow. Yeah. That's the clothing and shit, shoes, footwear, whatnot, accessories.
Cause there's a lot of stuff already.
Yeah. I feel like that's gonna remain the same, but
I keep looking up, seeing this shit
during doing music and shit too, though.
See?
He at festivals DJing.
I know. He been doing it for a few years, and it's kind of tight. It's like a very cool, like throwbackish kind of thing.
Yeah. And then he got his job at Louis. I forgot.
He like the what's he like, a creative director or something?
I think he's art director of the menswear. I want to say, or
That's a big ass dude.
yeah,
For a black dude.
yeah, which is tight.
Kind of mad.
Nah, don't do that. He was happy for it. He was crying.
But no, that's what I mean. What I mean is
he did that so Virgil could do that.
Exactly. That's what I mean. But what I'm saying is it's like, you feel me? It's like I'm happy for my nigga because I'm already past that. But
I mean, but that's on him though. Honestly, if he gonna keep it 100, that's on Kanye.
But again, like you said, he did it so because Virgil was right there. You got, Virgil getting shouted out on Lupe Fiasco first album. Like,
on me, very.
And the credits, like, so when I hear that, when I got older and I heard that, I was just like, okay, I get it. So it's like, and it's it's just crazy though, the way in which that works. I wonder with like, cause cultures just crosses so much, right? Like, when you think about, like, how much certain things are just common for every culture. And then there's certain shit that's like, literally like varieties of cultures, when they immigrated here to the United States, they took some shit back with them, and it's like a part of American culture, and it's fucking crazy. It's like thugging ass, like gang banging culture, right? You got hella gangs that came through the United States, or like people that immigrated back to where they was from, like, or got deported and shit, that came like from right up out of the United States, and it's like crazy because it's like, dang, like we really sent shit up onto the world, like it'd be fucking crazy. But it's like you see it in, again, like every single way, it always translates to something good, because then you look at like hip hop, and it's like jump worldwide, like into the stratosphere that probably niggas never would have thought. And it's like half, probably more than even half, but low key half, I'm gonna just be light and say half of all popular music got some hip hop production and undertones in the sound, and that's like crazy. But it's like, at the same time, it's always like a give and a take. Cause it's like it always got a good. There's a positive result in terms of, you feel me, what is being created, right? But at the same time, like, the mutation out of that and what comes off of that as well, like with others, is pretty crazy. That shit wild.
And to jump back to fashion though,
Mhm.
what's your opinion on these clothing lines going down, putting these sketch pieces down the runway, these racially insensitive pieces down the runway?
I think like I was one of the people who was like who always been right. You know me, we homies. Like always been like I'm not necessarily gonna let what people say that's supposed to mean. That never influenced me, right? So I always was like, man, y'all weak, whatever, for getting stuff anyway. I think like at the end of the day, you gotta be cognizant of you can't just accept and take everybody's money, but you know, not especially in this day and age, review the requisite uh, cultural checklist and offenses before you put stuff out. That's just straight facts. I could see where people was like, you know, it's just face mask and all this other stuff, but at the same time, like, I vividly remember, like, on my grandmother's refrigerator, the little pickaninny watermelon, like, little knick-knack magnet. I remember seeing the, like, shit from back in the, like...
Just the imagery.
Yeah, the post-slavery days, shit like that. So I know what that shit look like. Now, I also know, having, like pen pal friends and shit from, like, overseas and stuff like that, that, like, there is elements of that culture, too, that is, like... And again, it's racist, but it's not even looked at as racist because it's so common. And, like, you feel me, some European cultures where that color, the imagery and shit like that is not even considered like nothing. It's like, it's shit that they go and celebrate and have festivals over. And it's like, before people really start figuring it out, like, even for black people, it was probably some black people just participating in that. It wasn't even like, but at the end of the day, I think, like, I just think it's convenient for people to be like, oh, we not buying all this stuff no more. We gonna go buy black brands. That's where
They was already not.
Exactly. That's where my issue in it lies. I think like at the end of the day, Gucci got to be held responsible for whatever they did. I'm willing to attempt to listen to their little story that they want to put out and hear what they got to say. I don't at all think that it was I mean, maybe, right? Maybe it was a grand scheme like, hey, they'll never guess this one, watch this.
That shit been, I heard that shit was on the site for like 6 months. We just figuring it out and getting mad about it.
But again, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, it could have been two designers in the back room. Like, hey, they'll never catch this. Watch this. We gonna put this on. But see, my thing is if it's a white one, if it's only a black one with the lips, maybe you got something to talk to me about. If it's like a black one and a white one, is there room for a conversation if they have a
pull it up?
You feel me? Like, at the same time though, like,
my phone right.
At the same time, like, people do tend to reach. They gonna reach for what they want, but the question is this a reach? Because right, like, again, the bags by like Montclair. I think Montclair has some bags or something.
They have
with
a puffer jacket, you know, like Sambo. Is that what it's called?
That's what it looked like. But that's what I'm saying.
Like.
In the German.
I'm not even about to search that. Oh, there we go. Never mind.
Countries like Germany, Switzerland, probably Amsterdam. You know, those types of places. And them, they have like, that shit is like, not, I don't know how to explain it, but I just know that they have like festival for it, for like, it's like Thanksgiving Day Parade. Like, so, and not until now is it really probably frowned upon, but it's like, at the end of the day, like, you know, I understand that over there, that's a part of the culture. Now, what the true get downs and the meanings of it is, and how that's got to be culturally discussed with everybody is one thing. But that's just, that's what I understand about it and why the shit was out here. But again, like, who's to say? I'm not sitting up here trying to say like there's no reason to be suspicious, but shit. I also don't know. Like,
I don't think there was another one, but I still don't think. I don't. I mean, I don't know anything, but I don't think that was intentional. But like, since people made a thing out of it, it brought attention to it.
Yeah.
And so like,
right. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
gotta do
As soon as
something with it, as opposed to leaving it up on the site. And it's just like Gucci don't even make all that money in clothing. So like, I don't even know how many people really got that shit. That's why they said that shit was sitting on the net for 6 months. So like, they make most of their money off like bags and accessories and shit like that. Like, so I mean that's still not tight at the end of the day, because like the imagery is like not. If you're a worldwide entity such as Gucci,
the focus is on the imagery, right? But it's like at the same time too. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to be telling me that it's like somebody sitting there at Gucci, like, yeah, we taking these niggas' money, and fuck them, let's try this. They'll never see this coming.
They probably didn't, which is why there's like a white model in it, which make it look even wilder. It's kind of like, nigga, what? Y'all didn't see this? Like all the way leading up, like before the shot, during the shots, post production, like y'all ain't. But like, I mean, like they. Like,
and it goes to that conversation where it's like, why when you see certain stuff do you get triggered?
Yeah.
Why do you take that and assume that they talk about you?
Yeah, cause
it's like that type shit.
Some of that shit, embedded.
So exactly.
Unfortunately.
So it's I don't know. I honestly don't know, because it's like at the same time it should definitely be Tupac type attitude, but at the same time it's like, man, I've always believed in making sure that you find out the full breakdown though, and the full story on what it is being called to task before you be willing to, again, like the Jesse shit, right? We talked about that. Again, you got to be willing to get the whole shit before you willing to be like,
oh God,
I'm right behind that.
A lot of people jumped off the cliff for that.
On a lighter note, so which one did you want to hit up? Did you want to hit up just go ahead, drop it off, my man, my guy, my brother.
I want to go back to fashion one more time. Talking about the Los Angeles scene in the fashion universe.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's greatly disrespected. And that shit low-key got me tight. Not even gonna lie. But I feel like I might just not be as informed. I haven't said the research I need to do, but like, I don't think I'm wrong. Like, how you hear anything about Los Angeles Fashion Week? Like ever in your lifetime?
Yes, but no, just because I'm in LA though, it ain't like I see it on some shit for some people from outside.
24 years of life. Living in California.
2 years. 2 times. Probably the most.
You could probably pick those years out.
Yeah.
Within the last 5.
Yeah.
Like, come on, dog. And niggas been hearing about them other fashion weeks.
There's
documented history that like the ones before you was born, like do we not have that much skin in the game or something? Like what's the deal? Be important, like niggas be biting like Los Angeles, bro. Like
that's what I'm about to say. Like at the end of the day, I think style wise, like you can go through history, like, and it's hella West Coast like icons and artists and all this stuff who like is like fashion icons, and they change the game and they influence and like, but I don't know. I just think because California is more like recognized for the style of the people rather than the style of dress.
That's interesting.
It gets like overlooked. Cause at the same time, like you can see all over styles where like West Coast influence like is all over a lot of shit. Like from like, you feel me, like just like general West Coast gangster wear. Like, first of all, the 90s
Mhm.
alone, fucking everybody was looking, dressing, and acting like us. Everybody was versions of the West Coast shit. You feel me? Slang, even with slang, like slang evolved and grew in some extent off us. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't understand why it's like that. Actually, now that you done kind of,
Come on, dog. Like,
I just think at the end of the day, people don't be trying to respect the West Coast because they know we the shit. And if they give us all our respect, then they not gonna have nothing. That's the way I always felt my whole life. Like everybody trying to act like they make better music than us, not true. Everybody trying to act like the people here is weird, not true. Everybody trying to act like our weather not the shit, not true. Like man, nigga, everybody come here for everything, but when the low keys on the slick hate on it.
true.
All they people is here, but they want to talk trash.
Yeah.
So I just think it's just like you can't let us have everything. It's the reason why niggas root for the Rams to fail. The reason why the Dodgers, everybody keep being so happy when the Dodgers lose. It's the reason why everybody want the Lakers to be weak. Like it's just it's it's just one of them things. Cause I mean the West Coast, the best coast. Like we the most iconic. Like stop. It's not even close. But it's just like I just think at the end of the day like it's because of that attitude. It's because it's always a why hold on. Why they not fucking with the West Coast? It's always that's how always how we look at it, and so people be trying to keep it on the back burner. So
Probably.
fashion wise, it's like
You got so much coming out of here. It's just like it don't make sense for like someone. I feel like there's a lot of talent coming from California and like doing a shit other places too. And it's just like dog. California got that like. I mean, I understand, and maybe not everybody from LA that's from California, but like, dog, come on, like, create something, dog, like, do something here, like, it's still like home. You feel me? I mean, geographically, that's way more home than NY Fashion Week, Paris Fashion Week, London Fashion Week, so it's just like niggas, man. I feel like a lot of niggas be like get the jersey. I mean, got the LA jersey on for like or California jersey on for a certain amount of time, and like take it off as soon as they can't ever put that shit back on. It's like, bro, maybe that's me, but like.
No, that's real. It's a lot of people that be from here, it's not as if they necessarily. It's like some people be closeted LA rappers. And really be from LA. Yeah, I know, that's interesting. I don't know why that's that way though. That's what I said. I don't know why it is. But it's because LA always getting hated on. And because LA got the reputation for being hard and stuff, so I think people be trying to tread lightly when they be from LA. Like they not trying to ruffle no feathers and get hated on because they from LA. Because we from LA, niggas nitpick everything you do. You talk weird, you act funny, why you dress like that, all that shit. And it's like, nigga, because I'm from LA and you ugly. What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm from where it's nice and it's sun and stuff and we tight and you ugly. How about that? And I think that's what it is. Well, not what it is, but I just think that's part of, cause it's like a thing. Like it's always a, we better, like everybody from every region, like pure, all the time. Like I don't know. Cause at the end of the day, like
You see when Los Angeles Fashion Week started.
Cause even like when you think about old school skate culture, like in the 70s, 80s, late 70s, early 80s, like skateboard culture, like it's lit, right? Where you think that shit got it? Where you think all the skaters was? Yes, there was some on the East Coast, but the majority and where they was coming.
Did it not start?
Yes, if I'm not mistaken.
On this end, after like maybe like couldn't surf.
And if it didn't start on this, yeah, exactly. No. Like the Lords of Dogtown story, you feel me? Everybody see that. That's niggas love that shit. You feel me? Tony Alva, Stacey Peralta, Jay Adams, like niggas couldn't surf, so they hit the pools up. But that's what I'm saying, like. That's West Coast fashion and style right there. Like, I don't understand why they be trying to. I just think it's just again, you can't have everything. You can't have good weather. Great looking people. I mean, we got great food. You could go to the beach and actually sit on the beach. It's nice. People say excuse me. You can't have that and fashion.
You right. I mean, well, nah.
No, heck, it shouldn't be that way.
Yeah, like what? I don't know. Mm.
I mean, I just think like, West people from the West Coast is hella bold. We are very historic. We are very lineage based. Um, but while also being very like put together and you feel me, when we get styled up it's very like precise and to the point. Other states it'd be like they be looking crazy.
Bro,
What?
the page for LA Fashion Week, like on Wikipedia, you know, just a brief little history, a little search. It's kind of small, you know, like it's just early 2000s. It was like, you know, shoddy. Started in 53, but like it just say started in 53, and then the next sentence or two sentences later it just be like it just starts since the late 1990s. So it was just like that's a lot of years we skipping. Like what was going on?
Because you got the fact that we was movies.
You right.
Movie
you right,
zone.
You right.
Movie zone from the 50s on, from the 50s probably to the late 90s, right? Late 90s, right?
Yeah.
Hip hop.
Late 90s hip hop. You right.
You feel me? But then in between there, you gotta remember. See, this is why we clouded though, because we had the Lakers, we had the niggas pulling up to the Forum, all the celebrities, and that was LA Fashion Week, 82 games a year. I mean, you feel me? 40-some games a year in LA. Because of how LA is built, like in the party scene and the hit street scene too, I think like it's always that though. You feel me, right? Like just go back to like style and just way people dress. You oftentimes when you hit in the street, even when you on chill, we still hit the street and it's together and it's not, you know, everybody. It's everywhere you go. Like that's just the way it is when you really out here in LA. Like just because that's just the way that we are. So I think that's part of the reason why too, though. You know, also the movie era through like the Lakers hoops era and shit like that. It was just, you know, LA was a star-studded town. So it was like the emphasis and the focus wasn't necessarily on that because it's like who gonna be sidelined at the Laker game, courtside at the Laker game, silent at the Raider Ram game. Who gonna be at the, you feel me, this premiere? Who gonna be at that premiere? You know, type shit like that. Listening part, and then you know, LA party scene is better, not better, but it's a little more. I won't say intimate, but
then what? In comparison to what?
In comparison to like what I think the East Coast uses a lot of these events to leverage and get a lot of people together because they always around doing their shit. Whereas here it's like, you feel me? It's more. At the end of a weekend, this is what's happening. It's you know, it's just that's just the way the West Coast get down. Whereas with the East Coast, yes, they get down like that, but it'd be like, you know, niggas would be all over in they different places and stuff like that, and they'll always cross paths all the time. So it's like when they do these Fashion Week events and shit like that for this particular crowd, it's like they all getting together for these types of things. When usually it just be like, you know, certain crowds get together at certain times. Out here, it'd be like these paths, you know, these crowds cross paths at all of these varieties of shit, right? Like it be just shit, like just in general, like even if you think of it in our lifetime, within LA, it's the sporting event crowd where you see celebrities and shit walk through. It's actual events and you know different venues and stuff that have people walk through and how that shit be and stuff like that. So I just think like part of the reason too why it just don't be as of emphasis all the time is just because it be like out within the community thing, like just within the city and all of this other stuff where a lot of this stuff go down. But I think it's coming back. Well, no, I don't think it's coming back around. I just think like it's more people that look at that. Well, yeah, you think so?
Nah, I mean, well, yeah, cause in 15, cause that's when I first like picked up on it. I feel like in 15, I was like, oh, damn, we got one. Like I didn't know we had one. But apparently we can see like we say early 2000s, it was kind of, you know, there's a lot going on, and then like like it pick up 15, and then like.
And it seemed like it's one of them things where it's like get a post, kind of get a little live to it, and then it kind of just die down maybe because it's not a continued real stick to itiveness with it. But it's like I think this is the era. But that's what I'm saying. Like I think this is one of the eras where it definitely could be a very
It should pick up now. I
realistic
feel
thing.
like it should. And then what's the name? What YSL's doing this show out here, and that's pretty major.
Really?
Yeah, cause they never did.
Damn.
They ain't never really been. I don't think any super major. Like it's been like a lot of up and coming brands, like just
Yeah,
or,
it's
I mean
always,
not brands
yeah.
but lines, you know, doing their shit here. Like I know Tyler was at
Mhm.
he 15 I think.
Mhm.
Like it was him and then I don't think it was any like
Made do know any line shows for a while.
I don't even remember. I feel like can I pull up the hold up.
Yeah, no, that's pretty. But that's why I think it's like also geography wise, like but like I said, like this is this point in the country just plays a very interesting role for other things. And it's like, because we got, over there they got Europe and all of the European fashion brands is right up off, you go across the Atlantic into the East Coast, New York, man, biggest major, right?
They all right there, yeah.
And then you got like, for us, it would be Japan and, I mean, China to an extent, but really majorly Japan.
They both have their own fashion weeks, but
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. So it's
and they're
like,
both like for sure making way more noise than LA Fashion Week, but out there.
exactly, and it's like, those are majors out there, so it's like they not really even when they come and they spend time out here too. It's like they up north.
Yeah, it don't even really matter.
They're not really down here.
Yeah.
So it's just like I think just at the same time like it's just LA just for some different shit. It's a different type of tool.
Mm.
But I think I also think it's changing though because we popping right now.
Yeah.
We popping right now.
And that's why I brought up YSL coming down here to do a show for Los Angeles Fashion Week.
It's like us in Atlanta are competing right now. Atlanta was
I
lit
feel like
because
Atlanta honestly is killing in the rap scene in nowhere else. What else is Atlanta doing?
I mean, I just think in
Inform
terms
me,
of
because I really may not know.
I think Atlanta right now, musically, even underneath like just underneath rap, I think in a lot of R&B and different shit like that, they probably too.
Yeah.
I think some I want to say some design and branding is as well, just because culturally, like it's a lot of cracking shit down in Atlanta, but at the same time, like again, that may be more solely around hip hop. But again, like I think like the reason why LA and there's competing, but LA eventually probably could end up winning out though is because I think there's more diversity here than it is over there, obviously, right? But they do be feeling that way sometimes. But it's like, cause I don't necessarily think New York popping. I think it's kind of a forced thing. People kind of force making New York lit. Like New York is just a staple based off of the institutions that are just there. But in terms of where it's at, where people trying to be, I don't really see people not trying to be in New York. People make New York a staple off of like, it gotta be New York.
People probably, I think people are really, cause people thirsty for LA or New York. So like,
True.
if they not out here but over there, then it's just like they're probably fucking with that. They probably wanted that. Cause like New York a decision, bro. Like that shit costs it costs more to live out there than you do out here. I think. You feel me? So it's just like, and you dealing with way more.
Cause it's ugly.
Cause it's ugly, it's OD crowded. Everybody live on top of each other.
I'm just saying, if I'm gonna pay for the extras, I'm paying for these. Sorry.
Yeah, these extras over this side, I'll take them.
Sorry. I can't not, man. Speaking of these extras on this side, speaking of, on a lighter note, as we said earlier.
Yeah.
I take another lighter note on another light page. You feel me? So, in LA, sticking in LA as well. You feel me? My nigga, my guy, LA Bron.
Man, you
and the
heard
Lakers.
that?
You feel me? Smooth transition. Smooth transition.
Hey, bro, a not okay GM, to be honest. He not, bro. He be trying to ball with his homies. Homies old nigga.
Homie.
Like, come on, dog. It's like, nah, just come hoop, bro. Honestly, just come hoop.
I mean,
That's all we needed this nigga to do. We do not need Jim LeBron. We got Magic here. And they got the Rob Pelinka dude. And them niggas is doing they own thing.
I mean, I don't think LeBron is being as much as a GM as I think people. As much as
he is everywhere he go though.
As he no, that's what I'm about to say. Like, as much as it is perceived that he is the GM overall, like, I had this thought that came into my head earlier today. I'm gonna run it by you. I'm gonna see if you gonna rock with me or not. I'm gonna just drop it right now. So, right, because we feel like the motivation behind being willing to trade all the dudes on the Lakers, right, to get Anthony Davis was like, that's crazy.
Illogical.
Right? So this is a thing and a premise I came to today. So Paul George decided he was staying in Oklahoma City, right? And you remember when Paul George came out, he was quoted as saying, they could have got me and they didn't come get me.
He said that?
Yeah.
I didn't know he said that.
Yeah, so Paul George was like, they could have, you know, they wanted me, they should have came and got me. That's what he had said, like, after, when they was like, so why you in the 12th hour did you decide to stay with the Thunder? I had forgot about this.
If they wanted me, like, nigga, you said.
So what I think,
Palmdale niggas, man.
what I think as well, though, and it's gonna be a thing. We just gonna see at the end of the day. I think the Anthony Davis is what we seen to an extent. What that is you're not gonna say you're not gonna say what he said. Cause I think Magic Johnson in his heart of hearts knew fucking. I mean, it's like 2K. Like, imagine, like, when you pushing the trade, you trying to get the trade, and they don't accept it. You just keep putting the max dudes in the trade, and then you be like, but then they accept it. You be like, oh shit, I low key traded away half my team trying to get this trade. It's like that type of shit. I think Magic was like, what he not gonna say is that I did not try and get him when it was time. And maybe in Magic mind of minds, he knew the Pelicans wasn't going to accept the offer because they were salty. Now, on the page of LeBron as the GM, I think I'm starting to buy into that. Like, I know he pushing for them to get better players, though. He is, like, straight off top. Like, he don't want to lose. But I think
they was doing that before we drafted a good player. We was doing that before LeBron came. Why do you think LeBron came here?
Exactly. No, that's what I'm saying. Exactly, right? LeBron, really, at the end of the day, is a part of the better players process. What I do think is like, you know, I think Magic is trying to prove something in this too, and I think it's Magic Johnson more than it is LeBron. But I think, like, when you look at it, they had a little something going before LeBron got hurt, right? Like, LeBron and before LeBron and Lonzo got hurt, because even after LeBron got hurt, Lonzo started cooking, right? So they had a little something that was going here. So I'm thinking, like, I can realistically believe that they can play with that and can play with LeBron and possibly really shake some shit up. But at the same time, like, I think Magic Johnson feeling like he got to do what nobody ever did for LeBron. I feel like I'm going to be the one to do it. They not going to be like, I'm the GM front office dude. I'm another one of LeBron's shitty ass GM front office people.
Like, no.
Oh, my mama, I believe Magic Johnson is sitting in there saying that monthly.
He ain't good.
Yeah, he needs to chill. But again, so with the Paul George thing, that's another viewpoint I got. Like, I feel like the Paul George thing to the Anthony Davis thing, he was like, you're not gonna be able to come down to free agency time and be like, they wanted me, they should have came and got me. I'm staying with the Pelicans. I'm staying with the Celtics, like, or wherever he get traded.
You said
because now they was willing to give up all their good players for you. Now they could keep all their good players, and when the time and the situation free itself, when you come into free agency, you could come over. I think, like, the bigger thing, the more important thing that they got to figure out right now is they got to figure out what they gonna do about the coach.
Who, LA?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because Luke Walton, it's not so much that he not it, but what is he doing?
He'd probably be like a sick ass commentator.
Think so too. I agree. Because at this point, he not. It's just like his lineups is like hockey.
I don't know if him on court is just because like him as a player, it ain't really pan out. Him as a coach, it looked like it panned out in Golden State, but look, he had a championship winning team.
Yeah, they was kind of already heated up.
You know, so it was just like, yeah, all right.
Like, because with him with Golden State, it was like the same shit we said about Steve Kerr. Like,
yeah, but Steve
the
Kerr,
team already built.
Steve Kerr got a bag though.
Exactly, right? Steve Kerr got a bag. He got some tricks. He pulled them out of their bag. Like, Luke Walton's already got it. Man, that's the thing. He's trying to call the Lakers lineups like they the Warriors, and it's
He
like
just be switching, literally just switching like it's 2K and your niggas is tired.
he's just in a fleet of new dudes and like.
Yeah, you didn't even press start to change your
Yeah,
lineup.
like the hot dude be out. You be like,
side.
why is he out?
On me with the D-pad just hitting it, and then just like you got your center at the 3 and shit like that.
Terrible.
You got your 2 at the 4.
See, like you like Luke Walton.
The only person in the right position is the point guard.
See,
Like, oh
and then but it's the backup point guard who
but
can't
it's the
score.
backup point guard. He got no clip.
I just like I said. So yeah, they got to figure out the coach. I think they should also. They got to figure out.
They gotta not be.
They got to figure out Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma.
What you mean?
Because that's gonna be a thing as long as they here.
The niggas who?
I know, but the problem is who the starter, who the off the bench starter.
It don't even need to matter. I don't think neither one of them niggas care.
But Brandon Ingram, did he care? You don't remember at the beginning of the
Brandon putting up his numbers though.
But that's what I'm saying. So, but it's like okay.
Well, then start Brandon because Kyle putting up his numbers coming off the bench, and that's been since his first game. So,
but the view is that he technically better. He technically starter caliber though. Don't matter.
I mean, as long as Kyle ain't got a problem with it, I don't see Kyle complaining because he's still putting up the numbers. At the end of the day, like he's still getting in and getting dumb minutes. He's just not starting. And if you start, I mean, starting is great because you probably getting the most minutes. But like, if you not starting and you still getting quality minutes and still putting up probably beyond quality numbers for the minutes you getting, like man,
It's dumb.
I don't see why the bench would be a problem for that person. I don't think the bench would be a problem for either one. But like, if I had to choose, I'm putting Kyle because we seen Kyle do what Kyle do off the bench.
But see, then the thing is, with Brandon Ingram, he can't play with LeBron. He struggles when he plays with LeBron.
Right.
He doesn't know how to play his role in that position with LeBron. Give it to LeBron.
Does he? I gotta watch him Pacers to that more.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like
he
them type
still
of
be
things.
putting.
You really gotta be like,
He still be averaging his numbers like so. I don't know.
It's tough. But no, I think they gotta figure that out.
But it's like so. I mean,
They gotta keep Lonzo. So
Yeah.
look, y'all be getting on my nerves. I'm just come out and say it. Y'all be getting on my nerves. All you D'Angelo Russell ass lovers, man. Y'all get on my damn nerves.
I'm
tired of
proud
y'all.
of seeing him evolve. We don't even care. We honestly don't even care if this nigga come back to the Lakers. Like, ain't nobody campaigning for this nigga to come back. We just proud to see this nigga flourish, bro. And it's just like I honestly still wish he was still a Laker, but I'm not mad that he's
it was
not.
a conversation about him coming back to the Lakers.
I don't know for what. that would torch his shit. I would honestly say that would torch his shit.
So look, you're right. I'm genuinely happy to see him flourishing, and I knew this was gonna happen because he's genuinely good. I just never thought he was gonna be good on the Lakers.
Niggas ain't even time to get on the Lakers. Swear to God that didn't happen, but niggas don't even give me time to say that shit. Niggas want to blow probably past that. It's like that's the reality what it is.
You gotta give yourself time. You can't put no undue pressure on yourself. Like see this is what happened. So look, this is what happened. Again, so this is the genuine strike against Magic. It's a genuine strike against Magic, but
they did that shit on purpose to fuck with the Lakers. They were never gonna trade Anthony. They just wanted the nigga to pile on to fuck with the team. You think he did that shit on purpose? The GM for the Pelicans. So I fuck that nigga Magic, bro.
Wait, you saying they was never gonna trade on Carmelo?
No,
they just was trying to show how much.
Carmelo, no.
I mean, not Carmelo.
Anthony, they was never gonna trade him. They was just trying to fuck with the team.
Yeah, they were just trying to fuck up the Lakers team.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
That shit weak as fuck, Magic. Nigga,
how you gonna be that
thirsty, bro?
He knew they wasn't gonna accept the trade. You right though. How you gonna be that thirsty?
No, he didn't know because he kept sending more niggas. He didn't know. He fed into that shit.
He
took the bait.
Look, I can't be.
No, he don't. He don't have to. He don't have to. He couldn't
be responsible when he says, "Y'all could have got me. y'all should have came and got me.
No,
When he
but
decided to sign back with the Pelicans. And the Lakers
that's
fans
different
is like
in free
somebody
agency.
gotta go.
Like it's trade deadline. Niggas out here being thirsty. It's just like nigga, we got trade deadline. We can make a play, but all season is coming around. All season is way longer.
I mean, they was trying to make him.
And he was trying. I mean, I understand.
I'm not
like,
condoning it. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Anthony was trying. I'm pretty sure Anthony was like, all right, I'm gonna do this 1 year and I'm gonna come to it.
You see me even get on Twitter and say if the Lakers trade everybody, including Lonzo, I'm gonna be hurt because it's gonna go back. I'm not gonna be rooting for the Lakers no more because there's not gonna be no point.
It's not gonna be a team.
Because this is my thing. Like again, it was crazy, but for the thought process of you're not gonna say Magic Johnson didn't try to come get me again. I understand. I feel you. What I'm saying, I'm just saying like. To play devil's advocate for Magic Johnson's reasoning.
Bro, imagine you cleaning the house and like.
If I'm Magic, no, I'm not cleaning the house. Right?
No.
Anthony
Hold on,
Davis.
let me get this analogy.
Okay,
out. You cleaning the house, dog, and like you got Caleb helping you, and this nigga like in efforts to like try to help you, bro, just mess everything up.
Everything.
But it's like I was trying to help. It's just like, dog, my fucking carpet's on fire. It's just like no, like
yeah, I know because prospectively, LeBron.
I don't give a fuck if you try hard enough.
LeBron and Anthony Davis
put us in zero.
Is they beating? Can you go on like an NBA free agency website and just see who would be out there if the Lakers had got Anthony Davis? Like, so if we just take the Laker team and let me see.
Because I'm not good at formulating Google questions. I'm gonna type in like a whole sentence where you can really just like need to get in like 5 cool words and it's just like I don't know. Typing, they need to expand the bar like a paragraph when you writing something
in
that's
Google.
long. Yeah, in Google, because then it's just like I get iffy about my typing because I don't even see the shit pop up no more. It's just like the shit keep shifting the other way. The characters keep going up.
Oh my god.
Because it was about to fade with barbed wire boxing gloves.
Man, what? This is why Mexican people be making us think they crazy. Because they be acting like
bro, not Mexican.
Where is this from?
I forgot his.
This is not in Mexico. They be speaking Spanish.
I mean, they don't only speak Spanish in Mexico.
I know, but I mean, it is in South America.
Yeah,
though.
most definitely.
So it may be El Salvador though. If it's El Salvador, even worse.
I think
it's like
the dude right there is the lead actor and director of this movie. I forgot his nationality. I think he's
Portuguese.
Nah, Portuguese. They speak. Portuguese. They from Portugal and from Brazil, but I think I want to say he's Chilean.
Chile.
I think I'm wrong though. I feel like I'm wrong on that though.
We'll Google him too. Okay, so I don't even know if this is like. Let's see. I think this is it. The Basketball Real GM.
You trying to do the trade shit?
No, I'm just saying like who would have been out there. So say if LeBron had traded everybody away.
Everybody that was on LeBron's All-Star team is the niggas that would have been available in free agency.
No. I'm talking about like now. So like
right
if
now,
LeBron, if at the trade,
nobody got picked up.
That's what I'm saying. So if at the trade deadline they had traded him, who would have been the option? So it would have been LeBron, Anthony Davis, Kuzma would have been gone, Ingram would have been gone. Who else?
People everybody else love Josh Hart gone, Lonzo gone, Rondo gone.
Rondo.
2 picks gone. We
and
need
2
one,
picks.
and it's one or two more players. That's, I think they was offering Zubac, whatever, how you read.
Mm-hmm. So is we doing all the players it offer total or would have been the best possible deal? We gonna do the best possible deal. So the best possible deal would have had Kuzma, Ingram, Lonzo, Rondo.
For AD? No, he's not worth that many people.
But no. What I'm saying is what would have been considered the best deal takeable for the Pelicans.
Probably, probably like Brandon, Kuzma, Lonzo, and some picks. Probably
No Rondo.
They just got that nigga. They just shipped that nigga back.
And then 2 first-round picks and Josh Hart.
You don't need to send Josh after that. I feel like starting Josh is extra TBH.
Okay.
Like if he's in there.
Well, for the sake of destroying Magic Johnson right here, we gonna put in Josh Hart too. Okay, so that's them 5, those 4 players plus the 2 picks. You got Quincy AC.
Nigga, are you serious?
Aaron Aflalo. Yeah.
Aaron Aflalo free. I mean, He was a bucket, but I don't
Bryce
know.
Alford from UCLA.
Oh nah, we cool. We don't need a point guard.
Tony Allen.
Nah, he's 30 plus.
Carmelo.
30 plus. No, we don't need him. His style of game is his style of play.
So
is antiquated.
Anthony.
We don't need him.
So you telling me Anthony
Our
Davis,
style of play is way too fast for him. Honestly, he gonna get the ball. He gonna slow the whole game down. You know that, bro. I need hold on. I need niggas to stop. I need the apologists to stop. Cause Carmelo, regardless if he was great, like you're not gonna be great forever, bro. And if you are great forever, you the anomaly. There's some people that's great forever.
I mean,
Carmelo not one of them niggas, bro. And right now his numbers is dwindling, and we just gotta keep it a buck, bro. Keep it a buck. He was great in 05, but nigga, what year we in now? You feel me? Like he was great when he fucking didn't have a kid. You feel me? I'm not saying like, but that's how far back. I'm trying to say that's how far back it was. Like nigga, like he got a whole ass like probably like adolescent or like preteen now. And it's like, bro, so much time is going past. Like why did y'all expect him to be great forever? Like it's not gonna happen to everybody. You need to accept that it happens to some people. When?
His career.
Oh, I mean, but like that's cool. But we not doing. Nobody out here getting signed over like career averages. They getting signed off of their most recent averages. You feel me?
You
Like
couldn't see no.
Ain't nobody. It's not cause nobody. No, wait, no, cause like, no, cause like, if we was bringing in niggas off of their resume in the NBA, Tony Allen wouldn't even be a free agent, cause he have a contract based off of his extent in the game, his resume, and he got a ring if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
And what comes a ring, he got conference finalists, and shit like that. Like Tony got his skin in the game, so like if it's based off career averages and niggas' resumes pretty much
defensive
like
all NBA.
Come on, exactly, and Melo probably
all first defensive NBA team.
And Melo probably all first NBA.
His number got retired in Memphis too.
Come on, bro, like
that's kind of crazy.
Come on, dog. Like if we doing that, we might as well get Tony Allen a contract. And it's just like no, we don't. We're not just giving him a contract. You can't just give him a contract based off merit. Like dog, this is a stat based game.
So you trade on him away. You get Tony Allen.
Dog, no.
You get Carmelo Anthony.
Dog, we do not need defense that bad. Not to ship three niggas away for
10-time All-Star. It don't say nothing else.
For who?
Melo. 50 years, 10-time All-Star. That's good though.
No, it's great, but it's just like that shit. Like, okay, you honestly only made the All-Star because you a scoring ass nigga, and when that scoring stops, come on, dog. Like. We got like keep it a buck, bro. We can't niggas out there really like watching Melo go up there and put up like 15 a game, but like an ugly 15, not even like a cool it don't even be efficient. Like niggas forget he had horrible seasons. Like
Tariq Black, you can bring Tariq Black back.
Don't do that. He had a hard time. No, them was niggas who just honestly do their whole career just struggle to keep contracts.
Corey Brewer.
Nah, we cool. He on a 10-day with Philadelphia. That's probably over now.
Probably. Michael Carter Williams, yes.
Nah.
Mario Chalmers played with LeBron. Come on, bring both of them in. Bring both of them in.
Rondo's a better point guard than both of them.
Okay, so you got Rondo.
We got Lonzo too.
We traded him. No. Remember we traded him. We did.
You talking about in this hypothetical?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, come on.
Hell no. Mario Chalmers, no, bro. He's good for one highlight play a season, dog. Keep it up.
Getting highlighted on. So Michael Carter Williams.
I wasn't even gonna say it's gonna be him getting highlighted on, but that might be his one highlight a year.
So Michael Carter Williams and Rondo.
No.
Michael Carter Williams. Tony Allen.
Nah. And that's crazy. That's the best of it. Like, look how many just the age gap we jumping around. Like, we got Michael Carter, you got Michael Beasley, you got Tony Allen. Like, dog.
Not Nick Collison.
No. Nick Collison, hell no. He getting his number retired at OKC for what?
Marshawn Brooks.
Man, ain't that a running back? No. like bro. Like, no, bro.
I'm trying to find some dudes, man. Jordan Crawford.
No, Jordan Crawford has always been like he's always been cool. He not Jamal. Jamal on the team. Jamal Crawford never not on the team.
Is that his brother? K. Felder.
I highly doubt that is that man's brother. I don't see any.
Manu
a bucket, but Manu
Gortat.
He already on the team. Oh. He already on the team.
Man.
Isn't free agency not
so
high?
Basically, Andre Ingram.
Who? Whoa, honestly, I'm honestly kind of.
Oh, Al Jefferson. This is what I was looking for.
That they shipped him because
Al Jefferson, Corey Jefferson.
Was cool.
Oh no, not Al
and he wasn't even old.
Who, Al Jefferson?
No, Andre Ingram. like we needed a dude to fill that spot, and then he sent them back down there. It's just like, I mean, he performed well.
Tyler Ennis, man, I'm just naming.
Stop!
Dudes.
You really just naming niggas now, like dog. Tyler Ennis got one highlight.
Scott
and that's
Machado,
a college like buzzer beater.
I know. Shabazz Muhammad, he was good.
he was good, but it's just like he's
Kendrick
like
Perkins.
the niggas that don't be keeping contracts, like don't be keeping contracts for a reason, dog. It ain't in like especially in NBA. It be different for other sports, but NBA, bro, if you out here like straddling up contracts, like it's really because of you, dog, and you like you get your buckets on, nigga.
So if LeBron had traded all them dudes, do you think they would have made? No, they wouldn't.
If if that happened, he wouldn't have had a fucking a groin strain. He just his fucking groin would have tore apart on the court. If that was the case.
From working too hard.
Working too hard. He getting all the minutes. Him and AD getting all the minutes. Most minutes for sure. They ain't getting probably minimum 40.
I'm trying to just scroll through this list and find.
Cause like the shit gonna be so different. Even
Nick
if one of them
Young.
niggas not on the floor.
Nick Young.
Don't do that. We don't need
Nick Young.
We don't need his extra 12 points. That's
Nick
what
Young.
Reggie Bullock was. An extra 12 points.
Nick, come on, we gonna check Nick Young average last year with the
Stop,
Warriors.
bro, stop.
Championship basketball, which is what the Lakers is playing.
Stop. He was on the Denver Nuggets not too long ago. He just got way from them niggas, bro. Stop. Stop calling these niggas who ain't got contracts. They ain't got contracts for a reason, bro. Damn, that's why they picking off niggas from teams.
Oh
my
God, Nick Young. Why he averaged 7 points last year?
He is getting niggas don't maintain greatness forever. It's like Father Time will get you. We need to accept that. We need to stop apologizing for niggas who not out here performing at the same level no more, especially in the world of sports. Like, we got numbers to prove it. We got not even numbers to prove it. We got footage, nigga. We can watch your ass not play up to your best abilities.
I just don't appreciate you being so negative.
I don't appreciate apologies because it's annoying. Not even for just for sports. It's just like, in general, just like, for what, dog?
Cause, man. Cause
like all y'all purposes, not y'all, not by the group you in.
Okay.
But all the purposes just be like, yeah, you right, but it's just like, bro, get the fuck out. Like, you know your guy not hitting it right now. You feel me? Your guy not hot. It's quiet for him right now.
I'ma just be like, man, look, man. So when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, when you want to make the apologist remarks, but then you just gotta keep it real, man. Sometimes your dude get locked up.
Or not even locked up. They just stop performing at
optimum level.
Optimum level.
So here we go. We got this little trade checker. We gonna see. So we want Anthony Davis.
Nigga said Marshawn Brooks. Man.
Stop. I was just trying. Okay, so we gonna trade Kyle Kuzma because we said Brandon Ingram is fine, right?
I thought you was trying to trade both of them.
JaVale McGee. I'm just trying to see.
I'm surprised. Nah, I'm not surprised JaVale wasn't on there. If he was on there, he would have been in dirt. It would have been Tyson Chandler.
He got a no trade clause, first of all. So
JaVale?
I can't even click him.
Why?
I'm done with this. Basically, LeBron don't trade nobody. I mean, cause
LeBron probably got all the old niggas on no trade clauses.
They got it lit up in here.
Yeah, man.
All the old dudes on no trade clauses.
I feel like that's the case. Cause Lakers, they be giving the old niggas the for what contracts. Like when they signed Luol Deng and gave him that much. Like,
man, that's because they knew they was about to get fired, so they was trying to sabotage Magic Johnson and LeBron.
How do you sabotage an already bad team?
You just make it worse like that.
It didn't even get worse.
Because
that's the crazy part. It didn't even necessarily get worse.
I mean, but it handicapped their free agency. They for sure could have got some better, operatives.
Yeah, but free agency every year.
I know, but that money.
Every year. Salary cap just got boosted too, so that's every year.
True. Yeah, are the Lakers gonna lose tonight?
Who they play?
The Rockets.
You wanna close that? The window? We getting windy and shit.
The Rockets.
Oh yeah, we getting spanked. Most definitely.
Bad.
Very likely. I hope it's not another 42-point blowout. But maybe we can pull it together. Sometimes we can, pull ourselves up out of bootstraps and get a dub.
The old bootstrap grab, huh, brother?
But we just gonna see.
Alrighty.
Am I gonna watch that game? Did you watch the All-Star game?
Yeah.
How was your opinions on it? How'd you feel about it?
Bro, that's extras. And exactly why our next point will be so very interesting to talk about. The All-Star game was. It was whatever. Team LeBron ended up winning.
Yeah,
And they was losing the whole time. Giannis was, going hard. Like, he's great to watch. It's LeBron if LeBron just cared about playing basketball. Not all the other stuff. Which is why, like, Giannis, what's his name coming in here? Zion. It's like, it's crazy that Zion coming in because Greek Freak was so unappreciated in the draft.
I mean, look, did you see him before now? Have you seen the picture of him before now?
A picture? Skinny?
Yeah, he just don't look like he don't like a sellable product. You feel me? Like, bro, just like, he don't like a complete package. Like,
but
he left the rest of them at the crib type shit. Like,
shit, true.
But look, they gave him time.
Yeah.
He found out that whatever weight plane he got on, they need to get Brandon Ingram on that motherfucker, bro. But he never. I don't know. Somebody.
No, he really do.
He need to talk to Giannis or Wiz, nigga. Throw some fucking
both.
pounds on. Talk to both of them niggas. He need to hit up the Rock. Kyle Kuzma, stop talking to the Rock and link that nigga up with Brandon. Get that nigga in the gym, bro.
Man, can the Rock coach Kyle Kuzma right?
If you don't get the fuck out, the Rock cannot do everything, bro. And we not even about to get into your fandom of the Rock, cause that shit is something on its own, bro. Like, no.
First of all, I wouldn't even think about that. You just reminded me. As a matter of fact, Dwayne The Rock Johnson,
bro, no.
The greatest athletic trainer in the history of the earth.
Bro,
he like Hercule off Dragon Ball Z mixed with Goku.
Look, man, I can't even fully put together that reference.
Exactly.
I'm cool on, bro. He not talented, very talented, amazing dude. Just like, it's a lot of the.
Why Denzel Washington couldn't be The Rock?
No, what?
Right?
He
like,
probably wasn't. It just nigga wasn't old enough to see that. Like, I probably have to ask an older person.
I'm dead. You just said Denzel was The Rock in his younger days. That's a good rebuttal.
He probably was.
He probably was.
I just really don't know. I wasn't there.
Man, look. Yeah, Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Ingram needs to get on the Giannis. Get your body right.
Come on.
Or go to the KD school of you can't guard him.
Yeah,
like
you can't guard me. Oh, me. Brandon getting there. His mid-range game is very nice. It just, I feel like it need to pan out. It need to get nicer everywhere else.
Yeah.
He cool at getting to the basket, finishing,
That 3-point clip is going to take his time. Like, it's either
he got a slow jumper, too. But I don't necessarily need to speed up, but yeah, he need to get more consistent.
Just more consistent. Because he needs, like I said, like you said, KD school of bucket.
Come on.
Enroll.
It's either put on weight or turn into a bucket.
Or both.
Nah.
But if you want to continue to not be as refined and technical, then put on some weight so you can just run through people.
On me, that weight, bro, eventually going turn into just weight. And
it's just going to be what it's going to be eventually.
Yeah, he's going to be a heavier nigga. But, like, Giannis slender and shit, though. So, like, he growing it out. Like, he stretched his fat out.
Yeah.
As opposed to, niggas a few inches shorter than him.
Because he the same weight as KD.
Giannis?
Yep. I just seen this thing that said him and KD is the same weight. Let's see if it's...
No, I feel like he weighed more than KD. He got to weigh like 20 more pounds, maybe. KD probably way lighter than niggas probably think he is. Not way lighter, but lighter than what he probably think.
I know.
Niggas probably think he is.
He probably is. I'm going to look at what this website say. But it probably ain't right. Now that you said that. That's real.
You could just hit ESPN or...
It's basketball. It's real GM, so yeah, the NBA.
Oh wait, yeah, they for sure have people's shit listed. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it's this week. Oh, wait, what was you about to? Did you just send this? Somebody else sent me. Oh, that was
KD 6'9", 240.
He's 240. I didn't think he was 240, honestly. I thought he was like 2. But then that's pretty small for a nigga that size.
Yeah, I know. When you actually think about how big he's 6'9",
KD not 6'9", he like 6'11".
6'11", 242. Giannis.
That's crazy. KD might be shorter than him, but I feel like I honestly feel like KD like 6'11".
Wait, it said 6 and KD 6'9". That's what it said.
That's what you said. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not 6'9".
I don't think he's
6'10"
6'9".
at least.
Yeah.
At least.
You feel me? Bros are for sure a power forward size nigga. Like.
Yeah, he's definitely not 6'9" though. He's 6'10". Oh, he's 6'11".
Cool.
KD, he gotta be.
Come on, bro.
Cause he do kind of stand a little lower.
That
even though
don't
he
look
tall,
like 6'9" is like
LeBron height.
you an inch taller than LeBron. You feel me? He low key tower over LeBron. I feel like.
Yeah, at least by like 2 inches. It's just like head and shoulders.
Exactly.
Oh, above. Like that's just how much taller he is. Okay, so with that being said, talking about a variety of sportish and NBA topics. Yeah.
You about to dip out of the NBA?
No, I'm about to talk about Zion. Is that dip out of the NBA?
Before we, it's not, but it is.
Okay,
But it's just, you know, you probably heard this argument throughout your life, but just the argument that how people will read this comment, and then while you read that comment, I'll just expound on it. But just like, you know, the idea, just so why play these players why pay athletes, but in the comments.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember you showed me this.
Why pay a bunch of niggas a bunch of money, and it's like issues going on in the world.
Let's talk about the real issue here.
I don't think people understand how shit works.
There's still poverty, yet the NBA players are getting $300,000 per game. Yeah, I think them comments are like, it don't work like. I agree.
It's like it's not as easy. It's just like
these people that invest in the players. First of all,
we're the reason why those people make that much money. Like,
yeah.
First of all, you gotta understand that. Like,
exactly.
At the end of the day, it starts from the consumer. Like, they give it. Those people are giving us what we want. You feel me? So like, we paying for the shit we are asking for.
Exactly. Yes. Like, first of all, fans go. You feel that way? Stop going to the game and go donate on Sundays.
Go
sport days and stuff like that when games is being played.
Volunteer, go out and help somebody, or I don't know, get your hands dirty instead of like just shoot these comments out at.
Secondly, I think like when you look at it, this is what they choose to invest their money in. They invested their money in his position in the league, in his team, in the uniforms and all of this stuff. Like, this is what they choose to invest their money in. And at the end of the day, when you're saying that there's still poverty, but players are getting paid $300,000 a game, some of these players though are a part of this charity that you're talking about. Because again, they come look at LeBron.
Yeah. You got exactly. The whole NBA does charity work.
That's what I'm saying. But I mean, even in terms of just like look at where LeBron came from, or Joel Embiid, like
a lot of players, yeah.
Allen Iverson, where they physically like grew up to make it to the NBA. What's his name? What's that name? Dikembe Mutombo. Right? Like you look at where they come from, and it's like they actually had their circumstances and where they came from. Like it is taking some people out of poverty. So at the end of the day, like it definitely don't work that way. You can't just throw that out there like.
And you gotta say that you gotta set up for all forms of entertainment. To be honest,
everything, right? Like, you feel me? There's still poverty out here, but actors is getting paid $25 million a movie.
Bruh, it's poverty out here. Niggas is out here. It's movie studios blowing $300 million on a movie that made 10. Fuck out of here with a nigga who made $300K game that amount to like.
Spending a bill on a bomb and just blowing it up.
Dog, on testing shit, niggas be blowing bands.
So it's like, I just think at the end of the day, like, when that premise and thought process is presented, I think, like, the way validly you
just mad you can't hoop, nigga. you just mad you can't ball.
Simple. Because at the end of the day, sports is not like, I'm not one of those people that believe that this idea that like sports is everything wrong with the world. You know, you got those people out here who like
get it.
Look at sports. That's what's wrong. I don't necessarily think that. I think
it's like an extracurricular activity.
Thank you.
Literally an extracurricular activity. How the fuck does it cause that much? Like no.
And then oftentimes the athletes are role models in their community. Like you got dudes that are forced to,
especially NBA players. You got dudes who are forced to go against some of their
worse nature and doing messed up shit because they are a role model. They worried about losing their spotlight in a position because they do something messed up. Like you got hella people like that as opposed to, you know, you got way more stories like that than players that got the messed up stories of messing up and doing all kinds of messed up stuff. Like it's so many great examples of people. So like I just think at the end of the day, like go say that to the military. And
shout out to the military one time.
Yeah, shout out to the military.
And all of our, I don't know. I mean, is the military incorporates all of them?
Yeah.
All right, then bam. There we go.
All of the armed forces. You feel me? Shout out.
Shout out to y'all niggas.
But
man.
yeah, man. When people want to say that stuff about sports, they need to go talk to y'all generals and stuff like that who got charged over launching them bomb, Mr. Trump.
Come on.
You know, the one that's in charge of them dropping munitions. You know, around one of them big ass bombs, like cost some of them cost up to $500,000 to $1 billion. Like,
I mean,
so.
And it's not like a bunch of players getting paid that amount, making that a game. Like, no, it's like 1 or 2 niggas in this league
over the course of
niggas that's
exactly,
making that money.
right?
And then over the course of time too, it's not even a bunch of niggas that's out here. It's probably like I don't know how many players in the NBA making.
Thank you.
$300K a game, or does it say a year or a game?
I think it says a game.
Let's see. A game is just like nah. That's a few people in the honestly the world. Fuck the league. In the world of sports, that's a few people. Not a few people, but like
it's a select club.
In the thousands of people in all sports.
It's a few
of all levels. It's like it might be like 100 total. Against niggas who getting $300K a game. So it's just like
let's see.
Chill with that shit, bro. Go shoot a hoop. Go kick a ball.
Yeah.
You feel me? Go score a punt.
Come on.
Go throw a touchdown. Go knock a home run.
Go do something, yeah, man.
Ride a bike, my nigga. Swim a pool, my nigga. Damn, I just said swim a pool. Wow. Oh, he shot the old lady. This is my favorite scene in the movie. He had it all. He goes to the town and fuck everything up. Pass me the DVD case. Yeah, out here watching El Topo by Alejandro.
Right, you talking all that mess. People tweet stuff like that. Ninja say he made at least $350,000 a month on Twitch.
Who said that?
Ninja.
For real?
Yes.
Oh, if you really gonna have a nigga to be mad at, this is at least Anthony out here being physical. You feel me? And touching and interacting
with kids and doing NBA cares.
Oh, dude, really like salute to that dude because at the end of the day, so niggas wanted to do that since they was kids.
What? Ninja
play video games.
I know, yeah.
And now niggas is doing it.
He getting.
Yeah, it's crazy, but like, well, niggas got talents now. I ain't really trying to play with them.
Now he nice. I seen some.
Nah, he for sure nice, and it's just like it makes sense. It for sure makes sense. Like, bro, why
I seen him do some shit on Apex the other day.
Oh, he on Apex? I know he fucking it up.
Bro, what?
I don't even watch, bro.
He pulled up on the supply ship with 3 people in it, slid on the zip line, shot 2 of them, pulled to the side, pulled out the shotgun, came in, killed another one. It was crazy, bro.
The supply ship was landed already? It was already...
Yeah, it was like stationary, and it was like dudes on it.
I thought he did a lot of moving, but still, like... That nigga made bro nice. But yeah, come on. If you making that a Twitch stream, bruh, you mad at AD. I don't know how, I feel like bro Twitch streaming more than AD playing games, if you keep it a book.
Yes.
But I don't know if all his streams is making that much money. I don't think that's possible.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's per month. So at the end of the month, he's accumulated that much money,
Oh, well then, nah, because AD played, a few games a month, maybe.
But that's how much he getting paid per game, though. He might not be getting paid that much per game.
You're right, he might not.
But he probably making more than Ninjas, though, still. But still, Ninja's pull for him to be like, I mean, he not a rookie in the game, though. Ninja's been around for a while, honestly.
For a minute, yeah.
But it's like, that shit crazy. What is this? It's kind of wild. Trae Young been hooping out of nowhere.
I feel like he been hooping, he just on the Hawks.
Yeah, basically.
But nobody really cared too much, I guess.
Okay. per game salaries over the life of the contract of recently signed players. LeBron, 406,000. Mike Conley, 373,000. Damian Lillard, 370. KD, 318. But again, that's only.
Can you repeat that?
LeBron per game over the life of his contract, 406,000. Mike Conley, 373,000. Damian Lillard, 370. KD, 318.
Those only people getting 300K a game?
That's just this little article is what it's giving me. Some of the, well, I don't know. Some of the other people potentially on this list. Al Horford with a contract salary of 26 million. Dirk with a $25 million one. Carmelo when he had his $24 million deal with the Knicks. Chris Bosh with his deal with the Heat. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of salaries, and somebody who definitely at this moment has reason to watch their earnings, Zion Williamson, man, he bust out his shoe and got hurt last night. Or was it last night or night before last?
I think it was last night. Should have had some LeBrons on, big ass.
Oh.
That's what I feel. Honestly, that's how I feel about it.
Yeah,
when I see
niggas
that are like that big or that weight, like fuck his position, who are just honestly that weight, you don't need to be wearing no wing players pro shoe. Like no, you don't need to be on no Kobe's on. You need to be throwing no motherfucking no Russells on, no Paul George's
nothing
on.
Short.
Like
nothing. What is it called?
No Lillard's
low
on.
tops. No low tops.
No. I don't even want to say low top, just shoes that's crafted around a smaller player's foot. Because pro shoes are always molded, around the pro athlete's foot. So like,
based off the weight and the strain that the player's gonna put on the shoe.
On me.
Don't be getting so okay.
Like people. I feel like people are comparing him to LeBron in terms of like styles of play. Like if he like, I'm not saying like he should play like in his shoe, but like I'm thinking it makes more sense to do that because like
where the equipment that is similar to your build.
Yeah, like your equipment, like you playing Apex, choosing the right character for your style of play. So like just choosing the best stuff for your style of play, I guess. And I feel like maybe the Paul George is not the best shit for his style of play because like this Paul George shoe is like almost like it's like the big ass shoe trend kind of, but it's like it's way more sleek and it's almost kind of like big at top and it's kind of like bigger at the bottom, kind of like a triangle, I guess. It's kind of a little fat at the bottom, the Paul George. It ain't ugly or nothing, but it's like noticeably bigger than
Yeah.
It's not like a Vans where the whole shoe is kind of like sleek and it's just one little piece. You feel me? Like you see, like the bottom of the Paul George. Well, no, it's a 3. He was wearing number 2s, the 2.5. So like, it's the 2 with a strap on it, pretty much. So like, was it? Yeah, it's this one. But like the bottom of the shoe is a little. I feel like it's a little more.
Like, this shoe?
Yeah, like more flat and on the ground. Like for Paul George, at the end of the day, like you see how his style of play. Like he only really getting up. Like if you get like a good look at it, or like he on a fast break. Other than that, he off screens, off the ISO, off dribble, getting niggas like pulling up in niggas' faces. Like his shoe is really made for like Paul George to just pull up on a nigga. Like
it's more for a perimeter player.
Yeah,
it's less for an inside player.
Yeah, exactly. So like, and then like if you look at LeBron, pull up LeBron shoot another tab. His most the LeBron, I guess 6. Well, I don't know the most recent one. They're just like, or I don't know. I was trying. What was the last LeBron that came out?
It's not 16.
Or the 15.
15.
The 16 or the 15 or just LeBron shit in general. Like in my mind, I was probably thinking the 15, but I think that was the one last year. Yeah, the one I'm thinking about the one that came out last year. Yeah, but you see, like it's like you see it on the sole. It's kind of like cushioning and shit. It would not. The top of the shoe, the top of the LeBron shoe is mesh. So like, or like fabric, I think. So it's just kind of like
it's less equipment. It's more fit his foot.
Yeah,
and what
it's
he's
like
doing.
a sock.
And
You feel me? As opposed to Paul George, you really put on the shoe to look like the LeBron's like that shit almost like putting on like a thick ass sock. Looking at it, you feel me? Based on the material it was made out of, like your foot go sit in that and be snug because like it's wrapped around as opposed to you putting your shoe into some shit.
Yeah. So it's like it's not really holding your.
Like cause like the LeBron, like how that's why they sold the LeBrons. I don't know if they did the Soldiers last year with those LeBrons, cause those LeBrons they probably did. I just didn't catch it. I don't know. But those LeBrons was so laceless too. You feel me? So like I'm dumb close on the mic.
I know laceless too. But,
so like you know, you don't.
Yeah,
it's just a lace. It's like you don't really.
It's definitely a genuine contrast between the shoes, though. Like, even in terms of what happened, I don't necessarily see that happening in LeBron. I mean, like, so this is it's very interesting. If we was going to court and I was Zion Williamson's, if I was the judge and you worked for Nike and Zion Williams was trying to sue Nike and Nike would be having a hard time losing right now.
I don't think nobody can sue somebody for some shit like that. Because the everyday person would do some shit like that thing if it happened to him.
No, that's true. But with him, he can't sue him. But prospectively, if it was like, it messed up my opportunity to be the first round pick and all that shit, you may have an opportunity. But anyway, what I'm saying is, though, you have a valid discussion for just being like situationally based off of your size and what kind of player you are. You're supposed to know your equipment anyway as a hooper. But, so do you subscribe to the...
But I understand because Zion, high school was at an Adidas sponsored school. He's probably wearing a bunch of Adidas. And now you go to Duke and you got every Nike under the sun. It's just like, well, yeah, I'm about to wear the hardest ones.
Yeah, I know. You gonna mismatch them.
And then now, too. I feel like now, like the look good, you play good mentality is way more prevalent as opposed to in the mid generations of athletes. So like niggas is rolling with the PG because that shit hot. Especially that was the PG2. I only need the PG3. PG3 out. That's the PG2. That shit hot still. Like design wise, they did a really good job on that. But yeah, I think Brett should have just been out there in some LeBrons. Whether it been the 16s or whatever number they on this year or the ones that came out last year.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like I feel like that would have been a cool little thing. I don't think that would have happened in that shoe.
I agree.
I
agree. It's crazy that you said that and you presented that idea. I do agree though. But so do you rock with people that's like? So like for example, for me, you heard me. I was like, well, this is like when I saw it, I was like, this is why LeBron didn't go to college. Like this is why he didn't go play at Ohio State. Like, cause of shit like that happening, and
also he didn't have he had the option to just go straight to
exactly. But that's why, like, when you overlook going to going to college.
Oh yeah, I'd rather get hurt with the M's than get hurt.
So, do you agree with people who like he shouldn't play no more this year?
Zion? I don't even know. They didn't even say. We got to see what his injury looking like. If it is a real
sprain.
Yeah, because he didn't even come back to the game. He didn't finish the game, so. You're just gonna have to see. Like people, and somebody the much they talk about him. Somebody NBA, somebody a week at the Knicks is probably still gonna take him at the end of the day, injured or not.
And it may give him the time to sit out and to get better. Okay, so
unless he Markel posts it,
So like, do you think this will cause players to now start looking at going overseas though, like? Instead of going to play college basketball. Like signing 2-year deals overseas. So leaving junior year of high school, going and playing 2 years overseas, coming.
The average American parent, who is not LeVar Ball, is not gonna be okay with that. You feel me? Like it's not gonna be to just drop out of high school and just like your parents probably gonna want you to do that at the end of the day. Because if you're going overseas, you probably ain't Yeah, niggas are. If you going straight overseas, like it's probably people already not having faith in you making it to the NBA.
Yeah, no.
Maybe maybe yourself too. On top of that, like
it worked for Brandon Jennings and
who?
Frank Ntilikina. Remember Brandon Jennings? He used to play for the Milwaukee Bucks.
I said who because I know who that is and what he doing now.
Oh.
That's why I said who.
Okay. You knew who that.
Brandon was cool, but just like, all right, my nigga.
I mean, but you know, like if you can start a consistent system of it, you know, eventually you have players really develop, and it's not as much fish out of water as just like normal.
Yeah, but I mean, well, good argument for that, Luka. You feel me? But he kind of grew up.
And Ricky Rubio too.
Though.
Yeah.
Stop.
But no, for real though, Stop. Ricky Rubio really did.
I don't care about that nigga.
Dirk. No, but see, Luka, you're right though. Luka is a good example because again, that's another example why you could get some people that may do it earlier.
Yeah, but I think niggas gonna go like G League or yeah, I think niggas gonna go G League and shit like that if it came down to it.
Can you go to the G League like senior out of high school?
Yeah. That's a nigga who did that this year. One of the top high school prospects, I think, coming out of last year.
And so they just like draft you to the G League?
I think G League you can sign up for that shit.
Cause is it like a farm system? So do your rights is reserved to the team that drafted you in the G League though? Like, so if your farm team is, so say for instance he get in the G League, but he go.
You can well at the end of the day you can. I think he was doing that like going into high school as a prerequisite to before the NBA. So like getting his 1 year, maybe like so because he not 19 or whatever this nigga. So he probably just get his one prerequisite year in and like.
And then come back.
And declaring for the draft. You feel me?
So can they cheat though and be like, oh yeah, no,
you still gotta be a certain age to get to the NBA.
No. But I mean, like the Warriors go get the number one prospect and have him on their G League team.
The Warriors are just not gonna be in. They too good to. A team that good never gonna be in the opposite. Is probably never gonna be in opposition to go get a first round. I mean, first overall pick. Simply because y'all perform too well. It's just not like the lottery. It just don't work like that. It's not gonna fall in y'all hands.
If you on a G League team and it's like a sister team or somebody though, like
if they on your team, like if they on a 2-way, you could pull them up. But if they not on a 2-way contract, I don't know if you could pull them up. Maybe I could be wrong on that.
Multifaceted. I don't know nothing about that. I'm just talking shit. All right. Well, I think like let's pause. Well, we gonna pause. Okay. So our last and final topic will be. Could you please eloquently drop it on us one time?
Man, so like one day I want to say I was in the shower, people be having shower thoughts, and those shower thoughts be deep. You feel me?
Hella deep. And oftentimes we come to pretty good thoughts and understandings in the shower. Take time to reflect on the different goings-ons around us and what we see.
Shower time is for sure a reflection time for myself. Like what?
You got to. Because I mean, usually that's the most time you got to yourself. Like
that and smoking time.
Yeah, exactly.
You feel me? But just like the narrative of the word and the usage of the word nigga versus like the perceived narrative and how it's being used now, and I guess it's not perceived usage, but the usage of the people. The cultural
usage versus the
historical, or not historical, but like
historical understanding. Cultural
context.
Usage versus cultural context versus historical understanding, right? Like this has been a conversation I've been on a lot. I think it's one of those things where it's like interesting because for me, like the way I look at it, basically there's a whole generation of people who started saying it based off of having listened to Tupac and Snoop and Biggie and all this other shit. Like, and so they like, oh yeah, no, I fuck with that shit. I fuck with hip hop. So I'm saying it like, being gangster, it's like synonymous with being a nigga almost, and to some people, to some cultures, like, and their approval ways of being like who they is and why they is and shit like that is like acting and saying and using all that slang and stuff like that. But like I think, and again, right, we talked about culture at the beginning. This is a funny way to go back to that same thing again. It's kind of like, I think I be looking at it like when I go certain places and I hear certain people say it, like I just be like, dang, look at this plague. We like, released on the earth. Like,
I don't think it's a flagrant release. I think like people just don't care.
I feel like as much as they don't care though, I feel like, you know, like, and we see it in a lot of different settings in a lot of different times. Like, sometimes the shit that people is willing to let go in order to not like ruffle the feathers in the environment that they in and rub people the wrong way. Sometimes they done let people get away with saying certain shit like on some, oh, I'm cool, we cool, you my black homie, we cool type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so that's where I look at it. That's why when I say that, I think of that particular
Oh yeah,
thing.
that's for sure the case. Yeah.
You feel me? And then it's like, how many times it's been like, oh yeah, this person, they fuck with us, they fuck with the culture and this element, they black. You know, you hear that all the time going on different variety of places. And I think it's just like, then you have people who take that and they like, if they look at us and we ain't safeguarding it, right? And we not really treating it like, oh no, I'm gonna put you on and let you understand what this shit mean before I'm just like, oh yeah, it's slang, it's funny that you saying it. It's like, you feel me? Again, like you said, it lead them in a position where they don't care. Cause it's just like,
it's just like a cool thing for them. It's just like, dog, nah, niggas not doing shit for the cool aspect. Like this really us, nigga. Like,
and where it come from, or like the goings on, and like one of my biggest things would be like when people be like, oh, why can't we? I'd be like, man, at the end of the day, y'all didn't go through slavery.
That and it's just like
and segregation. And
this many of y'all can't think of no other shit.
See, and that's my thing. My thing was too though. Like for all of these people, there's different cultures, Latinos or Asians, different stuff like that. Like you have Latino friends, Asian friends.
Who still got connections to their language, bro? Like you know how many pause? Like how many people like black, like African Americans, like in America, bro? Well, that's redundant, African Americans, but just like how many of us just disconnected from the language of which we. Our people spoke, and it's just like, dog, like we technically still on the Queen's English, like this is not even our language, and it's just like, damn, nigga, we can't can't have shit.
One of my things be like, bro, go to your language.
Come on, dog, and create some shit.
Find some shit that is used to reference the bottom of the bottom. The word, the people.
Exactly. People don't choose no cool shit to make it. Yeah. Like nah.
People is not respected. People that did what is in y'all culture looked at as that, because that's what niggers was looked at.
Yes.
Where nigga come from, and then it's a whole other lineage and talking about where the term come from within African language and all.
I honestly just think that's just how we talk.
Exactly. No, and that's what I'm saying. Like there's a rumor that niggas, and I think it's Negus, it's like stands for king or something like that.
Nah, for sure, yeah.
So you got that as well. But again, like go take and find something of that matter, then something that was taken and changed and used and like reflected on and used to represent the bottom of the bottoms and insulting, and you take that and that's yours.
There you go.
But you don't need to feel like, in order to feel free and to feel, I don't know if the word is content, but you gotta be able to say nigga, like. I don't necessarily think like I don't think it's respectful either, because it's like it's people that really died, like really going through it out here, under that and as that, and there's people out here who just love hip hop and
may not even love hip hop.
Yeah, no,
exactly. Fascinated with
black culture and what is considered ghetto, and they own that. And I think, like, at the end of the day, that's the worst offense that you can make, because it's like, especially before this era that we in now, though, like, when that word was culturally, like, what we had going on before that is way, like, we still at the foundation. I mean, again, we was, sharing the video of the dude that write for, or drew for Disney. Right, like that idea that Black history be at the center of so much history, just period.
I remember now, yeah.
You feel me? So it's like at the end of the day, like
send that to the chat.
Yeah.
Gotta get that man. You gotta shout that man out.
At the end of the day, like, you feel me?
Actually, no, I didn't.
We gotta make sure we get the requisite respect for our history and for our culture, because at the end of the day, like, we already giving up the most culture and getting back the least. Like, and it's like,
we're not even sort of giving it up either. It's just kind of like shit.
We just trying to make it and leveraging it. And it's like, I just think people shouldn't have a desire to say it, because for me, it don't come from a genuine place.
Yeah, it's not.
If you didn't grow
you saw
up,
somebody say it and you thought it was cool,
if you didn't grow up in that, and you know, I take exception.
or you're trying to piss people off.
And I do become an apologist to an extent, but not so much an apologist. But I say, you know, the conversation is still to be had, but there's a level of understanding and the difference between somebody who grew up in the same environment that you grew up with every single day since y'all was like youngins and kids in the school and shit, and then people who just come from different environments where it was black people was scarce though, but they like hip hop and they own that, as opposed to people that grew up in these same communities that we grew up in, like, you know, living next door, living across the street, going to middle school, elementary school with you. Like, I done seen that as well. So I understand that those are some of the reasons why that goes on.
True, but that still don't make it right. And
exactly.
You gotta make adjustments.
And that's the thing. Like, I feel like at the end of the day, like, you got a time where, you know, it was just slang and it was conversation between us and our parents and our culture. That was us and our parents, right? And we took what we was hearing and how we was talking, and it became in school when I'm talking to another black kid.
Pretty much, yeah, amongst us, and you know, but you at school, like.
And then it bleed over. But the thing is the understanding, like you said, is the adjustments need to be made outside of that setting to now where we at, because we've grown to another position and we feel differently about it now than we felt before.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a very interesting thing. I think, like, musically and culturally, like, it's interesting that we kind of had that conversation at the beginning and we had this conversation at the end. It kind of brings it full circle because, you know, I think, like, that's been one of the biggest reasons why, and one of the most detrimental reasons for us is just, like, I love hip-hop music, but I know hip-hop music has given that green light worldwide culturally, and, like, everybody be like, well, I love hip-hop.
It's like, nigga, I don't care.
Yeah, like, and it never will make you anything close to being a nigga. But at the end of the day,
at the end of the day, if we both get put up and we both get arrested, dog, on the paper, they putting black man under mine. Under my photo, my nigga, but they put under yours.
Thank you. And if you move, they're not shooting. If I move, I'm gonna get shot. We could literally both be sitting in the front seat, a black person and a person of other descent. And if the cops have a gun pointed at somebody on one side and me in the driver's seat, or me in the passenger side and the other person in the driver's seat, we both can move. I'm gonna get shot.
Like,
the other person gonna live to be like, I can't believe they shot him.
That person might live to notice that they didn't even get aimed
at all. Right. They're like, dang, how you shoot over me?
Yeah, like, damn, my nigga reached over my lap to get that one.
Right.
Damn, bro, got that nigga in his right leg. How you do that? Way over there.
You know, I think it's a very interesting thing. I think with the mixing of cultures in this world, I think it's going to be interesting to see how this continues to progress, because you have so many people, you know, black people is lit for a variety of reasons. You feel me? Like, you know, you have people as well that just be they want black babies too and stuff like that. So, you know.
That shit's kind of gross.
It is hella, yeah. No, it kind of is hella gross. You feel me? And it's like, so what grows out of that, we going to see, but it definitely is a level of education that has to be done, but we going to see if it'll be done. Definitely.
Now when we checking out, man. Appreciate y'all for listening.
Appreciate you. Yeah. Subscribe, follow, all that stuff. Share.
Share most importantly, you feel me?
Yes, most importantly.